I have already decided to look at what people say about the cause of planets and natural satellites of the solar system, the body of which can only leave the Earth at a speed of 11.2 km/s. From which areas specifically? I started looking through 2 amateur astronomy books and the internet and put together these 2 tables. So for my explanation of general gravity in the cosmos, I still believe that dark matter of the 11th form of energy and the ether are one and the same. With this scheme, I have to interpret it like this. The so-called dark mass, red line, has the spatial shape of a cannonball or a bowling ball. Dark mass or ether is the medium in which galaxies orbit their centers. Thus, there is no gravity as a single cosmic force, but cosmic bodies are kept apart by the constant emission of divergent beams of electromagnetic waves from planets, stars and galaxies. These rays are products of magnetism through the spheres. Then I once asked my counselor, the Supreme Earthling, if I was on the right path and received the answer that I was, but that I was far from understanding the force we call gravity. Making those 2 tables, and thinking about the bicycle dynamo, I started to look in books and on the internet to see if iron, nickel and cobalt were also in the mantles of planets and satellites, and not only in their cores, and I saw that somewhere there is, and somewhere not even in cores. What now? I asked myself. So then I asked my counselor again if heat is the factor of attraction and the defining factor of gravity. Because I could also accept the variant that Uranus and Pluto, for example, do not have their own magnetic, i.e. electromagnetic fields. The counselor told me that it didn't matter either. Then I remembered that 8, 9 or 10 years ago I asked my advisor what is specific about cosmos. He replied that it was a family affair. I didn't understand that, but now I look at it from a different point of view. If on another planet there are all the chemical elements that are on our planet, it could be expected that there are also living beings on it. And there is nothing much to discuss. But Isaac Asimov explained that it is very unlikely, or very improbable, that a planet has all the chemical elements that exist on Earth and is equal to the planet's distance from its star. The universality of quantum physics means that the same laws of astrophysics and physics would neither exist nor apply on 2 completely, but very completely the same planet, such as Earth. Differences would be made by the minds on them, because all the matter of the cosmos has the ability to communicate with the mind, i.e. to accept proposals. Thus, on each of the 2 chemically materially identical Earths, matter would behave according to the suggestions given to it by the minds on them. Autonomous physics in galaxies exist in 3 roughly defined forms. Raw physics is that in galaxies where there are no intelligent beings who would even think about anything beyond simple reproductive needs, food, sleep, mating for reproduction and mating for pleasure. Primitive physics is that of galaxies where intelligent beings are selfish and destructive. Cultivated physics is that of galaxies where intelligent beings are no longer selfish or destructive. The first type of autonomous physics is mostly the same everywhere. There are variants in the second and third types of autonomous physics. The existence of cultivated autonomous physicists in the galaxies does not mean that some kind of selfless and non-destructive living beings suddenly appeared somewhere, but it means that a correction of the spontaneously formed agreement between mind and matter is possible. This is done so that at some stage of intellectual development of some or all civilizations, if there are more, in the galaxy, it reaches the point where all intelligent beings of it, the galaxy, have become selfless and passive actively constructive, because the proof of intelligence is the existence of selflessness and the existence of non-destructiveness of intelligent beings, and knowledge of mathematics, speculative philosophy, banking, engineering of any kind, etc., is not proof of intelligence. When all the selfless and non-destructive intelligent beings of one galaxy, and that is not an unlimited number, metaphysically educate themselves so much that they can mentally set themselves on the fourth activity of the mind, which is actually a fine and unique activity of standby, conscious total stillness of the mind, then one representative of all the intelligent beings of that galaxy, mentally active on the third type of mental activities, with an active observer of the worker and with an active observer of the worker in the mind, makes a new agreement with the matter of the galaxy, and thus the autonomous physics of that galaxy arises. All this also means that the autonomous physics of a galaxy depends on the agreement of intelligent, therefore selfless and non-destructive intelligent beings of it, a specific galaxy, and its raw matter, and not on technological progress on a planet of that specific galaxy. A galaxy, in terms of the autonomy of the physics of a galaxy, is the size we use as a family. The planetary system, in terms of the autonomy of the physics of a galaxy, is the size that we use as a human individual. The autonomy of the physics of a galaxy is decided, sometimes, by only one member of the family, i.e. by only one planetary system. All this then means the following three things. Either we, the people of this planetary system, are the smartest beings in this galaxy, so we were then told not to rush to pick the fruits from the tree of knowledge, or B. There is another kind of mental beings of this galaxy, but it is mentally just as developed as we humans, i.e., selfish destructive, or C. There was another kind of intelligent beings of this galaxy, but it was as intelligently developed as we humans are now, so it was destroyed, and someone smarter, from another galaxy, told us to pull in the horns and wait for us to someone explain what with what and how things are. Let's not be impatient, quick and arrogant. Although we won't know for a long time when it's time to explain something to us. Because even though we are capable of understanding, we do not care much and continue to act stupidly, that is, selfishly and destructively. Well, because of us like this, in our galaxy some limitations of abilities apply, which we humans attribute to beings we consider gods. And the special stupidity of us humans is the advice of those people, who say that we should not send signs of our existence into the cosmos, lest some more advanced than us destroy us, as the advanced, in what? Europeans destroyed the Redskins in North America. because those who can come to Earth from another galaxy are not stupid, i.e. they are not selfish and malicious, like we, who can't get out of this chicken coop.